Good morning. How is everyone this morning? Man, we got a good crowd today, Joni. I think we need to wake them up a little bit. I don't think they've had enough coffee yet. But good morning. My name is Fran McCall, and I work for Kentucky Farm Bureau. I've been on there almost 12 years. And today I'm going to talk to you about the Certified Farm Market Program. This is the program that I primarily work on a day-to-day basis with a lot of folks across the state of Kentucky. So who has heard of our program before? Okay, we got a few. Who in here is interested in directly marketing off their farm, selling directly to the consumer? All right, we got a few. All right. Who is currently maybe just selling at the farmer's market? Okay, and who's kind of thinking about going that way but hasn't jumped into it yet? All right, a few. So we got a good mix of audience here in this crowd, and so that's good, and that's what we're here about. And a lot of our partner organizations are here, and they'll discuss their programs as well. But I'm going to talk a little bit about our program. We're in our 29th year as working with Kentucky Farm Bureau and the On-Farm Market Program. So this is different than Sharon Spencer's program with the Department of Agriculture and the Farmers Market. So that's where you go to a market and you sell in a big group of people, have lots of different variety. This is when you want people to come to your farm and sell directly to them. So whether it's an apple orchard or our greenhouse producers that are starting to get geared up and get ready to start selling flowers, or if it's you pick strawberries coming up in May, all those things are able to participate in our program. So this year, like I said, we're celebrating our 29th anniversary, and we started way back in 1998 with just a handful of markets, about 20, and they were mostly produce folks. And we have grown a lot over the years, and this year we have a record number, 152 markets across the state in 72 counties. So we're really proud of that, and we're trying to get everywhere in the state, touch all the counties across the state, and offer an on-farm market in those communities. So why be a part of our program? Well, we're known for our reputation. If you see someone that has our logo, our KFB Certified Farm Market sign, you know that you're getting a quality product directly from that farmer. And that's a place that you want to take your family to and support that local business. See, I got ahead of myself with my slides. 18 new markets, and we're continuing to grow each and every year. Anything from year-round markets to seasonal markets. We have a market up in northern Kentucky. I like to use them as an example. An alpaca farm that sells fiber. Okay, and she's been doing it for many years and is very successful up in the urban area of Boone County. Here in Franklin County, we have the Lopez Farm, and they have a wide variety of farm animals, meat, produce, and some baked goods they've added recently that their child is doing, and we're just so excited to have that diversity across the state. Our greenhouse members are really getting excited about this spring, and this first day of spring was Tuesday, and so they're really hopping and getting those plants going this year. So just to kind of give you an overview, here's just a quick sample of some of our markets across the state. Upper left-hand corner is a florist over in Hopkins County. We've got a lot of country ham producers. This is Broadbent's there on the top. That's Beth and Ronnie Drennan. They're down in Catawba, Kentucky. They've been part of our program, Broadbent B&B Foods. They've won the Grand Champion Ham for several years at the Kentucky State Fair. A new market there, Holiday Farm. They do a lot of bees and honey and produce and high tunnel. My neighbors, the Galrines over in Shelby County, getting geared up for flower season, like I said, but you might know them from their famous sweet corn in the summer. Just our neighbors over here to the west. Orchards, we have a lot of orchards across the state. This is Bill Jackson down in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Bill has been a longtime supporter of our program. On the bottom, we've got the Evans Orchard over in Georgetown. Mark Haney's family down in Pulaski County was on the board of directors when this program was started. He was the chairman of the horticulture committee, and it was his vision to put this together. And his family has had an orchard since the 1800s down in Pulaski County, and it was his vision to put this program together for a group of folks in the Kentucky to network and to sell their products directly to the consumer. And the Haney family has really grown in the last 20 some years. They've added a cafe, they make their famous apple pies. So those are just some examples of things that our producers do. We've got some other specialty markets. We've got the Burnett's there in the middle. No, that's the Allens, excuse me. The Allens, they've got a produce market there down in Wayne County. We have lavender is really something that's been growing the last couple years. This is Woodstock lavender, also down in southern Kentucky. They're known nationally for their lavender products, ship them all over the country. They have some memberships or subscription boxes. And then we also have the seasonal markets. We talked about some of them that are open year-round, but this is Crawford Pumpkins down in Elizabethtown, and they're just open 2 months of the year, September through October, offering the agritourism type businesses and the You Pick Pumpkins. They do a lot of field trips and parties and events down there. So just a sampling of things that we have in our program. A lot of value-added products. We talked about some baked goods like the Lopez's have, but you know, canned goods are also things people that do are in the home-based processing. So if that's something that you're interested in, a lot of our markets will buy other products that they're not producing and sell them in their store. So, you know, say it's a person that does pumpkins, but they're like, I want to offer some sweet corn, and my neighbor does a really good job, and he doesn't have a market, so I'm going to buy some sweet corn from him and sell it in my store. So that's opportunity as well. So why join? Again, we talked about the credibility of our program, that people recognize that being with a Farm Bureau and being credible. Discounts to our market members. With that many members, we're offered discounts on bags and promotional sign material. We have the member network. We have education meetings, regional events that our members come together and learn from each other. We go visit each other's places. We learn from each other. We ask questions. We bring in outside speakers. And we also do an out-of-state tour. Next week, we have over 50 members that are traveling to Texas, to the Houston and San Antonio area, Central Texas area, and we're going to be visiting farm markets across the state of Texas. We'll see some orchards. We're going to a pecan orchard. There's a big peach area in Texas. We're going to see a farm that specializes in honey production, and they actually produce beekeeping supplies. So that's something we're going to see. So we try to take our members to a different part of the country each year and show them a different type of agritourism farm markets across the state. So that's another benefit of our program. Visibility, we advertise our markets on our website, also on our Facebook page. We also do advertisements on behalf of our markets, do press releases, and help with our markets. And then, you know, work with our other partner organizations to teach them how to do about that. And a voice of Kentucky agriculture. That's what Kentucky Farm Bureau is known for, and how to advocate for farmers on your behalf. So if there's an issue, just like our previous presentation about FSMA and water quality or food safety, Farm Bureau is at the table to discuss those issues on our members' behalf. So those are very important things coming down the pipeline, whether it's in Frankfort or in Washington. We're got our boots on the ground and keeping up for our members. So how do you become a member? Well, because we're a Farm Bureau program, you have to be a Farm Bureau member. So a lot of people don't understand that. So we have the Federation. So the Federation is the member side of the organization. A lot of folks are familiar with the insurance company. So to have our insurance, which is a member benefit, you have to be a member of Farm Bureau. So you don't have to have our insurance to be a member, but you have to be a member of Farm Bureau to be a member of the farm market program. You have to have some kind of permanent structure. We don't want a market that's just a temporary. We don't want a little side tent downside the road, or somebody that goes to the produce auction and resells it in their name. That's not the type of market that we're looking for. We're looking for someone that's credible, somewhere that you know where you're buying from and who it is you're buying from. Offer quality products at a fair price, have a clean and safe market, like something you want to take to your family to, display the farm market sign and promote the program, be farm oriented, grow farm products and agritourism activities like we said, and the last one we've kind of covered, but sell majority of the things that are grown, produced, or raised by the owner. So I mentioned our educational meetings. This is just a synopsis of some of the ones that we've done here recently. We've had anything from estate planning to, we had Chick-fil-A come last year and talk about hospitality and working with people, and that was a very interesting, well-received topic. We've also done tours to other local area attractions. We went to Huber's Orchard and Winery over in southern Indiana one time, and we've toured some of our other markets. And you know, we just try to keep up with the most important topics that are affecting our markets and try to keep those things abreast to our market members and help them with those issues that might affect them in their business and future of their business. I mentioned the tour. Here's some pictures of the tour from last year that was up in Minnesota. You can see a wide variety of agritourism. They went and visited a cheese making facility. They went to a turkey farm. That was a really unique place in Minnesota. A couple orchards, several agritourism places, and our typical produce as well. So those are just some examples of previous tours that we've had. Like I mentioned earlier, we're on Facebook. We promote all of our markets on social media. We do an advertisement for them, promoting them on Facebook, but also to be the face of our program to the consumer audience. We also have a Facebook group for our member only, so that's where it's kind of like our message board. Like we posted this event on there recently to promote it to other people, some other things that maybe UK or KDA has. Sometimes people are looking for specific things, say apples, or they have extra sweet corn and they're trying to sell it. We put it there so people can, you know, buy from each other, or if they have a specific question, they can reach out to each other. And that's all about our networking with our program. We have our website, which I mentioned earlier, where you can sort and search by location, product name, also by zip code on our website, or a specific product. Say you're looking for strawberries this spring, you can search on there by that product on our website to find a market near you. And then also our one of our best kept secrets is our Farm Bureau app. So if you're out and about in the state and you're like, oh, I'm really hungry and I want to pick up something for dinner on the way home and I'm looking for some beef, you can pull up the Farm Bureau app and it'll give you directions to a market near you that sells beef or sweet corn, or maybe you want to pick up a flower for Mother's Day. You can look on our app as well, and you can see the map there of all the markets across the state. So we also have an online portal for our members that has all those resources that we discussed earlier. So say those education meetings, you can go back and watch the recordings or see the materials that we shared. So that's another benefit to have part of our program. And this is just some of the discounts that we have. I've talked about bags and signs and some other things that we offer to our members as part of being our members of our program. So that kind of wraps up. What questions do you guys have about the farm market program? And don't be shy. Yes, sir. I think he's going to bring the microphone to you so everyone can hear you. And I don't think I took my 30 minutes, Joni, but, you know, I hope for lots of questions.
Thank you. Yeah, you might not be the one for this question, but because you're talking about basically orchards and major farms is who you all cover.
We have anything from small to medium to large. We have all sizes.
Well, I'm currently in the process of starting a brand new market in Lexington.
Okay.
And was talking to Farm Bureau.
Okay.
And they said they don't cover farmers markets. So I was wondering, do you all cover farmers markets, or do
So
you?
our program doesn't do farmers markets. That's KDA's program. Our program is for folks that are coming directly to the farm. But are you talking about insurance, or are you talking about being program member?
Well, I'm talking about insurance
Okay,
that
that
covers
is a
the
question.
market.
That's a question to have with your local agent, and we can talk about that later at the break.
Okay.
But yeah, and I don't work for the insurance company. I work for the federation, so I work with the member side of things.
Yeah, I
But
didn't know if it was for you or not.
yeah, but I'll get you some help. Yep. Any other questions?
Fran, if you will give me after this too, if you're looking at farmers market, as far as selling at a farmers market, we've got a couple of options for you too.
Yep. The partner organizations are here, so we'll get you what you need. That's why you're here. That's awesome. This is a great crowd. I think I counted over 60 in the audience, so this is great. Other questions? Catherine, you got any questions back there? Catherine's one of my value members in Jefferson County.
I don't have any questions, but I will tell you, wait for the microphone. We have a small on-farm market, and we're a member of this program, and just to get to go, we're going on the market tour to Texas. It is so valuable to us. We get to go, we get to see things that other people are doing. We see things that they did that worked. We see things that they did that didn't work. I've come back with ideas for things that I can try on my market. I mean, it's a really good program, and we're really happy with it.
Thank you, Catherine. Any other questions? I do have a few flyers here, a recruitment flyer. If anyone is interested in joining the program, or maybe you're not ready yet, and you're thinking about it in the future, come see me. I have some of these. It has my contact information. Take a picture of the screen up here. We'd love to talk to you. We've also got some of the rack cards. Sharon's holding them up in the back, and this just directs you to our website. This is our consumer audience website. So please feel free to reach out. I'll be here most of the day. So thank you.